Hey there, it's Paulina here at DeNami Design, and today I wanted to show you 3 different ways on how to use our crystal lacquer. Now here is a new package of the lacquer, and as you can see on the bottle, it is acid free, so it's great for your scrapbook pages. And then at the top of the package, it comes with an applicator tip, and this is really handy for when you need to do little tiny areas, which I'll show you later on in this video. And then over here it comes with a cleaning pin, and this is how you'll clean out the tip in case any lacquer gets stuck there. And in case your lacquer ever does get clogged up in the tip, you can soak it overnight in some lacquer thinner or nail polish remover. We have tips on how exactly to do that on our blog. At the top you'll see FAQs, and then there it'll show you exactly step by step on how to clear up the tip, and also some other tips that we've learned over the years. I just wanted to show you really quick on the back. It shows you how to start out your lacquer when it comes brand new. And then it also shows you some different ways on how to use it. So let's get started on my projects. For the first one, I wanted to show you how I use it with our Fluff. And as you can see, I've already colored in the Tweety Bird border in some different colors. And so I already have my tip here, and I'm just going to go over the whole Tweety Bird border. I want to show you exactly how I do it with the Fluff. Some of you have asked over the years on how we use it, and so this is a perfect way to see firsthand how to use it, and also another way on how to use your lacquer. So I'm just going to go over all of these Tweety Birds, and I've done it in 3 different colors, and you'll see why in a little bit. And here's just another way you can see on how the tip is handy, because these birds aren't really that big, so this tip is perfect. So we'll do the purple ones. And I just wanted to mention also that we do sell the tips by themselves. It comes in a 2-pack, and it comes with 1 cleaning tip, and they retail for $2.75, and they can be found on our website. Okay, so here is all the Tweety Birds, and they are all lacquered up. And you can see it's kind of shiny. And so while the lacquer is still wet, we're going to put the Fluff on. I wanted to show you, here's the bottle of the Fluff, and it is white, but I wanted to show you how you can make it look colored. So we've already colored in our Tweety Birds, we've added the lacquer, and now we're just going to, lightly tap off the excess of the Fluff, and then you can make sure you save this extra Fluff for your next project. Okay, so I'll just show you really quickly. You can see that it is kind of fuzzy, it's still wet, so I don't want to touch it, but you can see that the Fluff looks like it is purple and aqua and yellow, but that's just because we've colored it underneath the lacquer. So you only need one bottle of Fluff to get these results. So that's the first way we use our crystal lacquer. And then the next way I'm going to show you is how to use it with our glitters. So I've already pre-stamped our holly cluster, which is a really popular Christmas design. And again, we have our tip on, and I'm just going to start with the holly berries. So I'm just going to go over the hollies, and here's another way on how you can do the lacquer. So we're using it as our adhesive for our glitters, and you're probably wondering why we're using the lacquer, and it's going to give the glitter a really raised effect, so it's going to be more dimensional. So, and we're also, since we're using the tip, we can do all these little tiny holly berries really easily. And I just want to show you, I'm just going to take this tip off. A lot of times when you buy some sort of product like this, it comes with just like this. It has this big tip, and I'm gonna do it on some scratch paper, but really just, it just globs out. And so the holly berry, you would not be able to use it. So that's what the tip is really perfect for. So I'm going to put the tip back on. And then we're going to just go over the rest of the holly berries. And as you can see, it's so simple. Once you have everything colored, you just go over all the things that you want the same colored glitter on. Okay, so we have all the holly berries done. And now I'm going to use the ruby red glitter that we carry. Such a pretty color. Okay, and then you're just going to want to do it over some scratch paper. Open this. Okay, so I'm just going to do one half, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the other half. So we got that one. And flip it over, and we're doing the next side. And you're just going to gently tap off the excess. So you can see here the holly berries, and they are, let's see if I can get, oh, there you go. You can see that it's really dimensional. It is still wet, so you don't want to touch it. But once it dries, then it's going to be really hard, and the glitter will not come off very easily. You'll have to really rub at it. So that's a great way to make sure your glitter stays on a long time. And now I'm going to make the leaves glittery. And I wanted to show you that when you color in your leaves with like a lime marker, and then you're going to use our citron glitter, which is our yellow glitter, on top of it, it makes it look like the leaves are a lime glitter when they really are just, it's just a yellow with the green marker. So I'm just going to quickly go over the leaves. And normally I would suggest doing the lightest color glitter first and then going over the darkest. But you're just going to want to make sure that you leave time for all the glitter to dry so none of the glitters stick to the wet lacquer. So I'm just going to go over. Okay, so we got all the leaves. And again, I'm going to just grab my scratch paper. And I'm going to, here's the citron glitter. Such a fun color. Okay, so I'm going to, again, just do half the side, and I'm going to flip it over. We're just gently tapping off the excess. Oh, there. You can see that. Do you see? It looks like it's like lime glitter when it is just the citron. Okay, and I'll just show you how I put it back in the jar. You're just going to gently tap it in, and so you save all the glitter. So these jars last quite a long time. Okay, and then the last glitter I'm going to use for this project is our bronze, and I just wanted to show you how to use it without a stamped image. I'm just going to make some dots randomly on the background, and you're just going to want to slightly put dots all over. You want to make sure that it is raised. You don't want to like just do a little bit of glue. You want to like kind of lift it up quickly. And that's what's going to make it look really good. So I'm just going to add a few dots around here. And you can use whatever glitters you have. We really like our glitters just because they are extra fine and it does all the detail and they're really radiant. So here is the bronze glitter that we have. And I'm just going to go over those dots that we've created. And you're just going to want to make sure you just gently tap over the cardstock because you don't want any of the wet lacquer to come off. Okay, so I just want to show you really quick. It's in there. Oh, let's get all the excess glitter off. And once your project is dry, you can easily just tap off and none of the lacquer will come off. But here is a look at the different glitters that we used with the lacquer. So that's the second way to use the lacquer. And then the third way is the simplest way, when you just use it by itself. Let me just clean up. Okay. And so we have our lacquer, and I'm just going to make sure I clean off the tip because there is some glitter on it. Okay, and I'm just going to put it over the image that we've already stamped and colored. This is our new jack-o'-lantern trio. It's one of my favorite ones. It's so happy looking, and it's great for cards, but you can also use it for scrapbook pages. Okay, so we're just going over the image. And since this image is a little bit bigger, you don't necessarily need to use the tip. But I just want to show you, just because it is really easy to use it in big areas too, because you can just use the tip to smooth out the lacquer and make it move around really easily. Okay. And on some projects I've actually used it with all three different ways. We've used it with Fluff, and then we've added some glitter, and then it's also just added plain lacquer, so it kind of gives you an all-in-one, so you can do some cards like that too. Okay, so here we have just the plain lacquer, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there you go. You can see it's nice and shiny. And you're just going to want to let it dry. And then once it dries, it's going to have a three-dimensional kind of feel. And the more layers that you put on, the thicker the gloss is going to be. And so you'll just want to make sure you let it dry completely before you touch it, because you don't want any fingerprints on it. But there you can see the third way on how we use the lacquer. I just want to show you again all three ways. Here is the plain lacquer by itself. Then we have it here with the glitters, the three different glitters, where it's nice and dimensional. And then the last way is with the Fluff. And I wanted to show you the bottle once again. Here is the lacquer, and it retails on our website for $6.75, and then we have the lacquer tips by themselves for $2.75. So all of the products can be found on our website, DeNamiDesign.com. Thanks for watching.